You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, we must talk about defending female sports again. We must defend female sports. We cannot be silent about this. Because if we remain silent, the opposition will win. Female sports will be destroyed. I believe that's probably the ultimate goal for female sports to be destroyed, all in the name of woke sports. Politics has infuriated and infiltrated sports like we've never seen before. Whether you're talking about the politics of the NBA over here in America, or you're talking about what's going on in New Zealand and in the Tokyo Olympics. Female sports are under attack. Female athletes are under attack by the woke mob. So guys, we're going to be talking about Laurel Hubbard once again because this story here, Rhodes just briefly touched on it yesterday in the video. But now we're going to go into more details about this. A champion weightlifter in New Zealand, a world record holder, was actually told to drop weight or retire because Laurel Hubbard came in, a biological male, came in as a woman, started weightlifting, and broke all her records. How is this actually fair to real females? How is this fair? Let me tell you, folks, it's not fair. It's absolutely not fair. But nobody is speaking up for these women. Nobody is. You know, I don't even see many sports channels here on YouTube even really addressing this. I know that we are. Maybe there are some other ones. Maybe I'm missing some. But we're going to continue to talk about this. We need to talk about this, folks. So check this out. New Zealand Olympic weightlifter. Women will be knocked out of sports by transgender athletes. How does she know this? Because essentially it happened to her. A biological woman was pushed out the way because of Laurel Hubbard. Tracey Lambrechs was told to lose 40 pounds to qualify for a lower weight class or retire after her records were broken by transgender athlete Laurel Hubbard. Unreal, folks. But I guess, nothing in 2021 surprises me. But let's check this out. Laurel Hubbard recently made history as the first transgender athlete to make it to the Olympics after qualifying for New Zealand's weightlifting team. Hubbard has faced backlash, with some athletes saying it's unfair for her to compete in women's sports at that level. Yeah, Laurel Hubbard was a man well into their 30s. Bone structure, everything. But yet, Laurel Hubbard is going to the Olympics. It's unfair. Tracey Lambrechs, a recently retired New Zealand weightlifter and Olympian in 2016, previously held multiple national weightlifting records until Hubbard began competing in New Zealand. She said in an interview on Fox and Friends that she received a phone call from her coach telling her that all of her records had been broken over the weekend. Quote, "I was like, what do you mean? There's no one that's close to me," she said, as she recalled the news of losing her top ranking. Quote, "Laurel started weightlifting, and she competed on the weekend. So as of now, you're number 2. Close quote. What a slap in the face to a world record holder. To allow a biological man to come in and compete and break all the records. But you know what? We've seen that over here too in the United States, where you have men, then all of a sudden they want to become women. They go into track and field. And guess what, folks? It threatens the scholarships of female track and field stars. It does, because when they actually look at their resume, they're going to say, oh, you're number 2 and 3. You're not number 1. See, it's a problem. That is the threat. Lambrechs was then forced out of her weight class for competitions because, get this, each nation is only allowed to send 1 athlete per class to compete. So in her weight class, that was her spot. Laurel Hubbard comes in, and Tracey is kicked to the curb because you can only bring 1 athlete per weight class. Unreal. I was told by the national weightlifting body that I either needed to drop a weight category or look at retiring. They were telling her, retire? A champion weightlifter at her weight class? Unreal. As a result, Lambrechs lost 18 kilograms or nearly 40 pounds in 3 months in order to qualify for a lower weight class. That's a lot of weight, folks, to actually lose in 3 months. It is. She says, quote, I just did what I had to do to accomplish my goal of competing at my 3rd Commonwealth Games. It meant a lot to me to show the Commonwealth that I wasn't knocked out that easily. But the Commonwealth didn't care about you. They did not. They cared about the wokeness. Lambrechs has since retired from weightlifting, saying she was upset with the way she was treated as an athlete and had enough after her last competition. She emphasized the importance of maintaining separate male and female categories in strength competitions. Quote, I look at a lot of young athletes around us. There are 14, 15-year-old boys lifting what our females lift. So little kids, boys, are lifting what grown women are lifting. That just shows you how biologically different we are. She warned the interest of transgender athletes into competition will have a larger impact on women's sports. Quote, it's honestly going to knock women out of sports. Women are not going to want to participate in something where there isn't an opportunity for them to win medals or go to international competition, she said. This is so disrespectful, folks. We've been telling you guys this. We have been telling you this. This is completely unfair. This is a prime example. A champion weightlifter in her own country, record breaker. Her career went down in flames because Laurel Hubbard came in and broke all of her records. A biological man came in and destroyed the sport of weightlifting for this woman. This is not fair. And she retired because she was upset the way that she was actually treated. And she said nobody was even close to her. No female was close to her. Then a biological male comes in and breaks every single record she had over a weekend. The Tokyo Olympics, this is going to be the story. The Olympics are going to be a joke, a complete and utter joke. The competition will not be fair, and we know this. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Do you see now what we're talking about? I hope you do. I hope you guys are all awake because this is going to continue. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.